Today was a lot of fun. Hey everyone, today was a lot of fun. Any day is when Bea comes by. I also had visits from Odd, also from Alex, and Alex had me absolutely cracking up because I gave me a little bit more freedom during their visit and than I usually give him during their visits, maybe, I don't know. And he kept getting up on their laps to sniff and lick their faces, and so I kept having to tell him to get down. And then he started really giving it to Alex, giving him a lot of attention, a lot of love in a thrusty motion. I was cracking up and I kept telling Bea to record, but she wouldn't. Alex was upset. So I have video here of him just avoiding you. Oh, that was a lot of fun. And also Bea beat me in rep and I didn't even understand that it had happened. I was on the phone with my mom and then I was like, hold on, you know, so that was fun. Oh fuck, what was that? Oh, okay, just that. Okay, so we know how long that holds. Odd came by today and we collected wood for the winter. Yeah, and I just moved a whole bunch of stuff around today. A whole bunch of stuff around. No, I didn't move anything around actually, but I took my mattress out of my tent and had to take my tent, had to look under my tent because it was getting wet under my tent, which shouldn't happen because it's supposed to be protected. So we figured out why, and so now we'll make sure that doesn't happen again, of course. Because, you know, once a mattress gets moldy, you just gotta throw it out, and that's no good. Because I like how I really want to have a mattress for the winter rather than just an inflatable one. And then Odd and I, we were also cutting some wood. Yeah, we just went to get a lot of wood. Cool. And I think that's great. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It wasn't a super interesting day. Oh, right. So when Bea was here, we were talking about French and English, and she pointed out the fact that the word actually in French, actuellement, it means currently. And so a lot of French, they'll say actually when what they mean is currently. So like, I live here actually, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, so, and I told her about someone that I was working with, well, she was my boss, and her automatic email response when she was out on vacation was, I'm actually out of the office. Sort of my joke about that is when I first read that, I was like, all right, bitch, like, actually, I'm out of the office right now. See, I can read some social cues. So anyway, so that was just funny to me, and so or maybe I just learned that one, and yeah, anyway, so I mentioned that. And then I said another thing that I noticed, somehow this reminded me of that, was the fact that in French, you can very comfortably say, as I said. You know, you're talking to a customer, as I said, we blah, 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 blah. Or just even, you know, you're running a meeting and somebody asks you a question, as I said. In English, I mean, am I wrong? You can't really do that. You know, that's, if you say, as I said, that's attitude, you know? That's being like, bitch, you weren't listening. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Actually, and also tell me if I'm right, just so that Bea knows if everything that I said after this was bullshit. Anyway, so we were talking about that, and I took the opportunity to teach her the lesson. What I'm trying to teach on this channel. I don't know whether I'm gonna call it the lesson or what, but the main principle. Is it one main principle? Can I put it in one sentence? You can't trust your body. You can't trust your heart to tell you what to believe. Oh, and you aren't aware of what your heart tells you to believe. So you can't trust what feels right, and you aren't aware of the reasons that it feels right, or because. Anyway, so at least one aspect of this, which is that you aren't aware, you don't understand what really feels right. So I gave her an example. I said, suppose she's a receptionist in a doctor's office, and someone comes in, and Bea finds herself saying, you know, we're closed on Saturday, and then later in the conversation she says, as I said, we're closed on Saturday. Bea's French, she doesn't know that, you can't really say that. Again, tell me if I'm making that up. And the customer starts to get a little bit annoyed, because for her, Bea's being a bitch, but she doesn't know why. If you asked her to explain, why are you, if Bea said, hey, I'm sorry, why are you upset with me? The customer would not say,
you said, as I said. Which is, you were indeed introducing something that you had previously said, but it's immoral to say that, or it hurts me, because...
How would the customer finish that? So they wouldn't even offer the explanation. I mean, it wouldn't even occur to them The reason that I think you're giving me attitude right now is because you said, as I said. They would attribute it to the smile. They would attribute it to the result, right? The fact that the woman isn't giving her the appointment that she wants or whatever. So they would go back to their friends and say, yeah, this receptionist was a bitch because she just kept smiling, but she wouldn't give me the appointment. Whereas in reality, the smiling and not giving you an appointment might have been fine if she had just not said, as I said. That registered to you as kind of a bitchy thing to say, but you didn't know that, so then your unconscious told you, hey, this is a bitchy thing to say. Without needing to explain it, you said, okay, that's a bitchy thing to say. Then when someone asks you, hey, why was that a bitchy thing to say? You then come up with the justification, the rationalization. And that's so important, and that's so incredibly important. And we all have stupid rules. All of humanity has these stupid rules, things that are going to trigger their unconscious to be upset, that may have been advantageous in the past or on some general level, but are not advantageous now or not in specific cases. And those cases can be consequential. How many diplomatic interactions have there been, where something went wrong and the person didn't have access to the reason that they felt that they were wronged? We'll leave it there because right now I've recorded 8 minutes and 12 seconds, so good luck.